Structure deep in the woods. Structure deep in the woods. I think I have on my kill ring the you call it a paste ring or something? People probably don't know the term kill ring, but even though Windows gave you a one, I guess it's just called your clipboard, and your clipboard got fancier if you press the Windows button. Thank you, Windows, for finally giving us a kill ring. But yeah, play the beep boops. Wait, what? Oh my gosh, that put in a bunch of stuff. But all right. I don't need this humming stuff. New structure, because I'm trying to do I'm not trying to do humming. I'm trying to do the recording and playing back the theme song. Or structure deep in the woods. It's not really a theme song. It's a theme. Wait, all right. Well, themes. You could call it a theme song, but wait, play it. Yeah, play. All right. So I'm going to record it and then play it and then play it. Linear structure deep in the structure, and then also, and then again, record the theme, and theme. Mirror structure. A. How about A linear structure deep in the woods theme? Yeah. Okay. And then play it a couple times. Three times. I don't know. It's fine if I put too much and the playing fills up and then there's not enough recording, and then that's fine, because whatever recording there is goes in the record pile, because that's I mean, I could say that's how evolprocs work. That's how linear checklist station to station evolprocs work. That's particular style, which is one of the styles of evolproc that I'm using, which is like, if you're into functions, then you're like, I'm using this function, and what it takes as argument is another function, and people are like, what? But it's no big deal if you understand functions. And this is the same. It's no big deal if you understand evolprocs, which no one does except me, I guess. I thought other people would have evolprocs, but I guess you don't. So I guess you don't get it. So that's fine. I'm changing an evolproc here, and then where it says pool, these are pools of resource pools. I was like, why did I choose the word pool? What do I mean by pool? But that is the word for it. I tried to ask ChatGPT to help me think of a better word for it, and what I figured out is that pool does make sense. Like a resource pool. But they pool at the pool piles, the piles of processes at the pools that are ready to they provide a particular interface. This is basically just data. I mean, you could call this a program, but it's a very constrained DSL that just says what stations it would like to go to, and it only goes straight in order. This is David Graeber talking at an occupation. Alas, there's nobody cool occupying anything right now as coolly as David Graeber, or I'd watch them because I'm bored of watching him. But even though he's dead, I don't know that someone has replaced him. You don't just get a new one. What was I thinking? Oh, so also another thing I've been doing here is, this is a mutation station, but the mutation station has no code at all. It's just me doing it in this style. I mean, you could make a mutation station with, I have had mutation stations with a little bit of code, but you could have a mutation station that's just like a program, a mutation station program that totally makes that JSON into pretty boxes instead, with drop down list choices and you could do that too. It's not that it has to be like this. It's not that I'm using the command line and stuff because that's how I like to use computers. I thought of having a thing in the genome directory. Is there? I have to save it, or it doesn't exist. The genome directory is where there's the genome. That makes sense, right? The genome is the things that get passed down to the kids are here. So I'm making mutation notes saying, what did I just do? I made it play back the bleep bloops and play the recording several times. Is that what I did? I think, or something like that. I'm in the middle of recording a video. So there. Now there's these mutation notes, which is just the mutation stations are just in my mind in this style I'm doing here. And instead of pressing the I'm done mutating button or whatever, here's the, like if I change this blessings, this is just made the plan says to make blessings pool blessing / Ganesh, and it goes to that station, and that station has a program that makes this blessing, blessings.txt. And then if I change this, I can change this if I want. Also Hermes. Yay, Hermes blessing. Okay, there, I did it. But that will not make the next generation get a Hermes blessing. But if I changed it in the genome, then it would. And the relations shows the graph of how the things are related to each other. And yeah. Good little process. So those are evolving processes, and then this is, I just move them by hand to the out box, and then the way it works is you put things in the out box, and then there's a thing here. This has some pictures that go with, here's the pictures that go in the structure deep in the woods. I haven't put any new ones. I could ask for new ones easily enough, or we could just enjoy these ones. Better sometimes to repeat. This is probably my favorite. I think it's Super Duper's favorite too. I think Super Duper said that. This one is so plain. I kind of like how it's just, it makes me feel like I'm there, like it's just somewhere. That one's kind of cartoony. Kind of want to like magic eraser him and say a serious, less cartoony guy who doesn't remind me of Disney. But I like the structure part. Okay. Anyway, so this, and then there's other ones have just had a flat structure, but this has things within things, like the audio is the stuff, and it plays audio, and then this is if you want to play humming, and then this, will this play humming? I think this will play some humming. Let's see if it does. No, I have to open it in Python for it to play. I don't know. I usually open it from the command line, so I don't. Which one of these should I use? Sure, I think it said you could hear that right there. Okay, there you get some humming. Oh, and then it leaves a thing. Oh yeah. That made, wow. It's just a hack together little program because it doesn't need to be. It's just for me right now. I like cute little programs that aren't like polished. So this has, now that happened, now that we heard the humming. And we heard the humming and we mutated something. So that thing is going to record some more humming apparently. It's done playing that one. And then also the thing we mutated went to create children, and it requested some number of children in the plan, and then it got it. And then it wants these Ganesh blessings. Let's go to the Ganesh station. Ganesh, and here's the blessing Ganesh station. It has these 8 things in its inbox, That's how this works. And then there's this program here. There. And now it's open source because you saw it. See what a cute program. It has I like this program a lot. I asked for a few programs like this in a ChatGPT thread, and then once I asked for a few programs in this style, I could just say the name of a deity and it would give me another program in this style. And that was one of my first experiences with the texture of programming being very, very different. Because I could just say one word to get a different program with very subjective things all changed. So different. It put a bunch of blessings and a bunch of processes, yay. And then those go to their next place, which is to generate their bleep loops. Let's generate some bleep loops. I don't know. I think there might be other things they're waiting for their bleep loops. So I don't know if we're generating the bleep loops for those particular ones. I think it's generating bleep loops for whatever. Obviously, it could just generate them without. At first, it didn't play it. Frustrated by it. It was just like, all right, I did it. I generated a bleep loop. I was like, wait, it really should play it. I want to hear the bleep loops. Don't you want to hear the bleep loops? This would be incredibly frustrating if you were just seeing how many frequencies. So, I mean, it could just silently generate them in the background. Maybe if it needs bulk bleep loops in the future, I could change it to having a bulk bleep loop station that makes them all. This is the way I want it. This is my computer working how I want it. And evolprocs makes it work how I want it in terms of what evolprocs do for me, quite apart from any LLMs in them. There are LLMs in these evolprocs, in these various families, that have thought all sorts of things in their LLM-y ways. But quite apart from that, and before there were any LLMs involved, evolprocs make enough distance between me and what's going to happen in the computer that I don't feel like I'm just, like the computer is just like right at my hands. Like, it makes it enough of a tool that I can like throw it out into something and then catch the things that come back. Like, here's a bleep loop. Yay, a bleep loop. I know this should probably be changed to something that displays it without me having to close the player. But I don't know. Yeah, I think I want to change that. I'll ask a robot to change that. Which is just all of the code is right here. This code right here. Where does it play it? Here, but yeah, the default viewer, that makes sense, but and VLC and it stays open makes sense as my default viewer, but I don't want to do that. I want to play it, please. Play it. AF play. Let's see if that works. No, the system cannot find the file specified. Blah. Blah. Play it, please, in Windows is if PowerShell command play sync. You're on your own. All right, great. Did that work? Yay. I mean, I could have paid more attention than that to program I could have like thought about how to it instead of saying, do it please. But the thing is, I got the program good, and so now I'm happy. and I can, if I was worried in any way about the program, I can very easily audit it. But I'm so satisfied, and I got so many bloop bloops now. I can play my bloop bloops. So the thing is, there's zero drama to playing a bleep bloop if it doesn't run out like that, right? If that just went on forever, I would have not done it that many times, because it's silly to do it that many times if it goes on forever, I think. I mean, not necessarily. I mean, that was a fine number of times, so maybe it's not. But it's totally different. It's totally different if you're, if the way you're interacting with it is like, it's just supplying you that it will as much as it possibly can until it totally runs out of electricity. I will do anything to try to play for you when you say play. And so it's like, not even servile, because you don't think, it's not servile or sycophantic, because like if you pick up a stick, you don't think of the stick as sycophantically obeying your swings with it. It's beyond sycophantic, to the point where it is simply that you are stick and stick is you, and you can swing it. So here, it looks like we have one thing to play. Let's listen to the thing to say. Play. Audio play while recording YouTube. About LSDW. This is LSDW, linear structure, deep in the woods. It's so we have one thing to, there's no things to play for 15 seconds, but there's one thing to play for 30 seconds. Let's hear it. Wait, oh, nope, let's not hear it. Does the 15 seconds have let's copy this over to the 30 seconds. There. That is the other. Hello. This is the sound that I recorded during the previous YouTube. Oh. So now it is in 2 YouTubes. Yay. This is a double YouTubed sound. The slogan is, yay, we can do it. Woo. So I guess we can do it. Yay. The slogan encouraged us, and I believe the slogan. Me too. Why? Okay. Yeah, that's the one from the previous YouTube. There, if you can go back and hear how it's there. So this is the other evolproc is this one. I'm participating in it right now. I think the folder emoji is kind of boring. How about replace folder emoji with a cow? What? Wait, why does it do that? I need to like fix my studio. That is a really interesting. Sometimes I have trouble like bothering to fix an error because it's so interesting. I hardly even want to know why it just does the double of the emoji and overwrites my quote character, because wow. That's so. Anyway, so now this will play it with the cow emoji sometimes, I guess. But the point isn't what change I made. The point is that I made a change. So these directories here are also an evolproc family. They're just a really subtle one, because there's nothing in this that's like mutation notes or check out what's going on here, it's like, or like announcement, this is an evolproc. It's just but it's just sort of there. It's you copy the things from one of them to another, and as you copy them you change them sometimes because you need to, or sometimes just to change it to put a cow emoji or whatever. So that's another family of evolprocs that are going along. That makes it super confusing, I'm sure. Just like higher order functions are confusing if you're trying to understand what functional programmers are going on about. Evolproc programmers, which is just me, so evolproc programmer me is like evolproc programmer me is like, there's an evolproc and then there's another evolproc family, and the evolproc families and what they do together is to evolve another evolproc family to evolproc family. I mean, this is sort of this is an evolproc family, sort of. This one is like the other ones. I mean, it's and it inherited stuff on the level of the sub-project level. It also inherited stuff. So like there's other stuff like Elegant Elephants, and Elegant Elephants is a similar sort of place with similar programs, but a little bit different. This dispatch program here might have different emojis or so. I don't know. I don't know exactly what's been changed. But that, I believe that's and there's no, it doesn't mark like the history. It's not formalized with like a relations.json saying what the history is of what it borrowed from or whatever. But you could piece it together if you looked at all the things and saw about how this sub project, the Elegant Elephants sub project, or the Elegant Elephants project, Elegant Elephants project. These ones were made by Midjourney, I think. Yeah, Midjourney made these, and then based on this one made by Midjourney, Dolly. ChatGPT used Dolly to make that one, and based on this one made by Midjourney, ChatGPT and Dolly made this one. They're a little team. ChatGPT and Dolly work together, and they're sensor bots. The sensor bot's job is to just like stand there with their metaphorical arms folded and do nothing. So those were approved. The sensor bot participated, but they just like didn't. They have a block in the consensus process of giving you those pictures. So those are allowed, and the sensor bots allowed them. So it's a little, at least 3 little robots in the team that makes those. They're pretty cool, and they're learning to spell. So yay, that's some things happening. I mutated some things, and some things developed in linear structure deep in the wits. That's how it works. And there's the sound from last time. So everything's all put together. It's all going together. We're going deeper and deeper into making sense, and in the new ways we have to because of the singularity. Okay.